Great seeing you back for devotions. Okay, we're talking about the old-fashioned home every day. Look with me here. This is what I want to talk about today. Train your children. Train them. This is very, very important. Look at Proverbs 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Okay, so it's really important that we put really good habits in our children's lives. Okay, so if you have little children, I'm just telling you right now, they're toddlers. I'm going to say, let's say at least 3. I know that for a fact, 3 years old. I have them started 2. You need to tell them where their shoes go. Now, when you tell your child where to put their shoes, and you tell them if they take their socks off, they put them inside their shoes. Now, you think, well, you can't teach that to a 2 or 3-year-old child. Yes, you can. They may not be able to take their shoes, put them on, but they can take them off, right? Okay, so now you punish them by holding some things back. So I'm not going to give you this one thing until you put your shoes away. You got to put them in the right spot. Okay, now once a child gets that down, they'll keep putting their shoes there. Okay, very, very important. When your child gets up and they're 3 years old, they should carry their little plastic dish to the kitchen. Okay, Mom, I know you want to baby them. No, you cook dinner. They have to help. This is part of their chores. So you take them to the garbage can. You have them scrape their food off at 3 years old. You can do this. And then I don't care if they just throw it in the sink. But I'm saying this is training. And then you clap for them, and then you teach them to clap for themselves. They jump up and down. Now, your child will build their self-esteem through things like that, just so you know. But this is all part of training. Spend time with them. Now, parents today, they want to be sure they live in the nicest neighborhood. They drive the nicest cars. Okay, average parent, I got something to tell you, especially those of you who come from poor homes. Something nobody wants to say. As your child is growing up, you want your child to be proud of you. Okay, that's not good. Nobody ever talks about this. But we want our child that we're the coolest and we're the greatest parents, or, that you, or whatever it may be. Okay, don't do that. It's all this. You don't want to be that kind of a person. And so you want to spend time with the child. So don't shower them with gifts. Don't do that. It's bad. Only give your child gifts, like a birthday, or it's Christmas. Or maybe it's a reward of some sort, but that's it. I'm just telling you, don't shower them with gifts. Deuteronomy 6, verse 7. It says, you shall teach them diligently to your children. It's talking about the word of God and all the things they ought to know, the good things. And it shall talk of them when you sit in your house and when you walk by the way and when you lie down and when you rise. Okay, now I have something to tell you. Well, I found while my kids were growing up. So when they were real little, we'd have devotional time, and we'd go in a room, you'd read the Bible story, and we'd all pray before they go to bed and have them pray and fold their hands. And you always want to have it when you eat. You never have a meal unless they all fold their hands and pray. And, okay, now, they got to the age when we were getting to teen years, which I was really having a problem. We got the thing where some of them would start to mock me. And I'm just telling you, the way it is. They're kids. Okay, we expect that. There comes a time in which you have to stop sitting and instructing them and back off. The best way to instruct a child is just kind of talk about it. Just talk about it. So we go on these walks, and I'd work into all our conversations. God in the conversation, God blessing you, and how God would want us to do it, and why that works. Okay, then kind of get off the conversation. Like it's a talk that never ends in your home. Okay, so this is what the Bible's saying here. Instead of buying your children all the things you never had, you should teach them all the things you were never taught. Think about that one. Listen, I pray that God lays in your heart to have an old-fashioned home. Don't do what everybody else is doing. You'll need all that stuff. Don't run them all over the place. Make your fun at home, old-fashioned fun. You play with them. God bless.